Alright guys, Evolve Mentally here. So I'm doing a voiceover for this video because I was actually in the car driving around when the server dropped. This sucks. I hate that. Everything that goes wrong for me, you're gonna see that. So you're gonna see me purchasing things immediately. Things are going wrong too already, which is awful. Like I didn't even spend time. I just went into the next thing because I had very limited time. I was out running errands, so I had to like literally stop doing what I was doing. And I was like with my dad, and I had to go pick my brother up from school, and so things just weren't going smooth from the jump on this one, but that's okay. So we have $50 to spend. That's what we were spending on the server. We have 5 left. We put 45 in already. Lifetime patron wouldn't pop up for some reason, so I just went without it. Whatever. That's not the right way to do this. There's a lot of things I'm gonna do wrong in this. I'm kind of ashamed, but the good thing here is that it's about evolving our mentalities, and some of my delegates is what I'll call them, I guess. Our council, I guess, is the best way to word this. Our council pointed out to me, or a lot of them did at least, that we should have went for Sundermark while we were fighting a Chinese whale. Later you're going to see that for the first city, and he beats all of us, which is crazy. How I'm using it as content because it's really good content. And at one point I actually started saying to myself, okay, now I'm gonna do something you shouldn't do completely, and for the city, and we did win the city because of it, but you don't ever do what I'm about to do, and I'm going to use it to explain that to you. I did it on impulse too, but then it did get to a point where I kind of just did it for video's sake. But in the beginning, I was being very unevolved, in all honesty. I probably should be blanking that out, but yeah, I might put like something over those numbers, maybe. No, I don't really think it matters, but so I was debating whether or not to buy Jackson this. What you've already seen me get is like patron. Tried to get subscribed, but it didn't go through. Neither of those things are actually needed at this moment too, so that wasn't smart on my part. That's not time efficient. I should have done it during upgrade spots, the first few upgrade spots, but I didn't do that. Patron you can grab immediately, so yeah, obviously do patron, but trying to do something like subscriber or something like that wasn't worth it at that moment. What I also noticed was, unfortunately, when I did my I'm trying to watch too at the same time. I probably should scan this video first, but that was the other thing too. I was supposed to save that for the power event at the very end, claim it, because it doesn't matter if you're at the army cap or not, it will go over the army cap. That and the other collections, like your gifts, work the same way. It's one of the only ways I still know to get over the army cap, but so yeah, things were not easy on the server. I go into panic mode. Is kind of what you see, because like I was driving, I was doing this. It was a lot going on. And then my phone started to die too, right around the city capture point. So we were at like, I don't know, 70, 80, 90% captured. About to win. He made us slow capture the whole thing. We beat him with raw power group, which is funny because usually the Chinese have the more numbers. But on this one, we won it. But he was so wailed on his rose that we couldn't even fight it. I don't know what he put into his rose, but his rose was fucking godly. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I don't fully trust him. He doesn't communicate, which means he doesn't like to communicate to us. So if you don't like to communicate to us, chances are we can't trust you. so I don't trust him. We've been taking all of the cities for the most part, and because he let us clear that first one, like we've been doing the same thing to him. Because we all lost energy on that. He buried himself. He lost a lot of golds too. We didn't come out of that without nothing. He just cost all of us a lot, a whole group instead of just one person. He walked away with a lot more, but that's okay. We have players that can compete with him, so we have a lot of people on the map that are going to be joining us too. But we got to be careful. We don't want to get a nationality war going, because once they start getting the mindset of their countrymen, then we're fucked, because they're just going to all join up together and squad on people. Which is sad, because the rest of us are globally united. Like, you see people in our groups, we're not from one country. We're all from a bunch of countries, and we just try to use translators and stuff to communicate the best we can. So it sucks, because they're like, they're making growth more difficult. It's like they have chaos and destruction on their minds. That's it. But yeah, you're just seeing me rush everything early game. And that 20-minute rush from subscriber and patron, like, you see how much faster I get to things on this than I did on the free-to-play. I literally fly through ranks. I get to ranks so quickly. Within the first few hours, I was already able to unlock Racken and Leech. In the other series, what did it take me, 2-3 days to get Leech? That's huge. I want to point that out. And the only things that were helping that, again, were patron and subscribe. So I just want to make that clear, that at that point I hadn't even bought anything else yet, and you're going to see that. So just to get to the point where I unlock that, I just got patron and subscribe. It's that 23-minute rush. And obviously I probably got some rush too, but most of the Lenari I have right now is from codes, I'm pretty sure. Or no, did I do the $9.99 package yet? I didn't. I'll check it like at one point in this video, so it'll be obvious, but yeah, so I get a little bit of rush, but anybody could have gotten the same amount of rush I get, because I only get the 425, so it's only 200, so it's not like crazy. And I just want to put it into perspective, really. I do use redeem codes, so if you don't have those, you're going to see them in the video. Maybe not this video. There's the other thing, I was trying to make 20-minute videos. This was awful. I couldn't even make alts either to take like other cities or to cap with us. Like, if we had overwhelmed him with so many numbers that he didn't want to fight, he would have just left. And that's what we should have been doing, and I didn't do that. And there's a lot. There really is a lot we should have done. He was really smart. He taught me some things. He actually makes 2 alts and then loans troops to his other account, which I think is super intelligent. Super, super intelligent, actually. Especially if you were to do like a human run and you made all 3 of them human, because then once you tier up to the point where you get golds, you can level those golds up. So that could be potentially broken for a paid account. So I do collect it. I shouldn't have, I'm going to be honest with you, but I needed the lumber, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's why I did it. So this is the lazy man's way. Really what you should be doing is just playing through the game. I didn't. I think I even rushed this right here too. So you don't do this. And basically, if you watch the free-to-play, I played way smarter than I play here. And it just goes to show you, it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to make mistakes. But the other thing is I didn't have my notes, right? So you're going to see that too. Like, my videos are already changing. My live streams are already changing. This one didn't. This was recorded kind of like my old videos, because it was just kind of on the fly. Like, I had no opportunity to really take time and put into this, because I was literally in the middle of a car. So like, I had to mute. This audio is muted, because you would have heard a conversation between me and my family. That's what you're hearing. So I just muted it, and I'm doing a voiceover instead. So it was just a hectic day. It was not the right way to do this, but I promised everybody 3167, and I didn't want to go back on that. I don't like when people change plans on everyone. It causes confusion, and we're doing really well on the server. We're like the top house, or second top house. But we're only like 20k under, and it's because our 3 or 4 top players aren't in that house anymore. So we're actually the top house, but we had to capture cities. We've all made alts now. We have alts in the cities holding them, so now we're all focusing back on the main city. Okay, so now I actually get the bundles too. Dude, I'm so mad. I wasted 1500 Lunari trying to fight that kid. And we won. We won the city. But it was gross what happened. It's just not cool. He said some pretty harsh things. I said some pretty harsh things back. And I'm not going to show that, actually. That's going to be blocked out because it's not okay. Um, you should never bring anything to a personal level. And people seem to forget that. And then what sucks is when someone else does it, you do it too. And it doesn't make you right. And you just, if you actually care, you just feel like a douchebag after. So the other person gets away with it if they don't have a conscience. A real smart person once said that shitty people have an easier life because they just don't give a fuck. So they don't care. It doesn't bother them what they do wrong. But if you care, you're a good person, it's going to irritate you. So we pick up Jax. I was debating whether or not to get him or Denji, but I figured I needed the hero early on. And it is Jax. Like, I wasted 1,500 Lenari, dude. In 15 more days, I could have gotten a free one. Probably sooner. Very foolish. I probably would have bought Rush with it, but... And I didn't get lifetime subscribe, or lifetime Patreon, but it wasn't out. It wouldn't let me click it. Still won't let me click it. I still don't have it. You must get that after a certain tier or something, because, like, I don't have it. Those mechs right there, how much is it? Oh, it was 520, so 360. So yeah, I spend a lot. I end up getting those mechs to fight the Chinese kid. It just goes terrible. So this is what you want to capitalize on too, is all the honor that you can get early game if you're trying to swap races. That's pretty much what I'm doing, is trying to accumulate honor. I know all the quests, so I'm just doing a little bit of everything to get all the quests done. Remember, you want to spend less honor to swap your race, so do it as soon as possible, so you can keep hitting them ranks. I still did really good rank-wise here, better than the free-to-play, but I could have done even better. It really was foolish on what I did. Like, I should be a level 10 right now. I'm not. I'm a level 9. So I should be one of the top players, the top player possibly, but I'm not. I set myself back a lot. A lot of rush time that I would have picked up. And it's really foolish on my part. And I used rush stupidly too, like you're gonna see it, just so I can try to fight this kid. It was so dumb. I used so many potions and like XP, and he played it really smart though, so we're gonna use him as a learning experience, because he did a lot of things I should have done and I didn't do. And he taught me a couple new things too that I'm gonna definitely incorporate. So you're just seeing us rush stuff. I don't rush this, I'm pretty sure. This is where you want to actually go do things now. You have a 48-minute thing, you can't rush it, so you have 28 minutes to do whatever you need to do around the map. Dungeons, whatever, do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like how my mentality is when I play this game. Get as much honor as I can get to the next rank. So now I realize we need a city. Oh, and that's what caused this fucking problem too. Alright, so right here, a big mistake. What I should have done is I should have went around the map, I should have farmed honor, kept leveling up, kept recruiting. Right? Oh, I'm so foolish, dude. I'm so stupid. I didn't play this right at all, but again, like, circumstances. I was just not in the right mindset. I was driving too. You have no idea how hard this was. Like, you have no idea. I had to keep looking down at red lights and stuff and do whatever I could do. Find traffic. I was intentionally driving in traffic so I could have time to, like, play. So we got sub now officially. Like, I'm just in the video, I was probably trying to explain something. So what was supposed to get after that package, after the 300 package, was lifetime patron in a set, but it doesn't work because lifetime patron never popped up. It still hasn't popped up. It's been a day and a half now. So I'm just gonna give up on that one. Really wasted Lenari though. So disappointed. It wasn't even a little bit. It was 1,500. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. I refreshed my surrender buff once. Then again, that's twice. It was like 100 Lenari. And then I did 200s, which was like 300 Lenari. Then I did a 200 for 500 Lenari. And then I did a 400 for 900 Lenari, plus I bought the max for 360, so that's like 1260 Lenari wasted, plus like 200 for rushing troops back to life. That's awful. Don't ever do that. Not for the first cities. I did it because it was a recruitment city, and I wanted that to be the point of this series more than me doing good, is teamwork. So again, the free to play, I mentioned that in the live stream. The free to play was more to demonstrate, like how to do good on your own, how to do good on your account. This one's gonna be more to demonstrate how to do good as a team, and that's how you do good as a team, basically. So you all make alt accounts and you all keep jumping in and out of the city. Because we do win the battle. It just, fuck, dude. Whoa. Either way, though, it's still a bad move. So I know it demonstrates good teamwork, but what we should have done is what the councils said that we should have. I'm gonna come up with a better name for that. If we're the evolves, then what would we? Not the council. It'd be like evolutors. I don't know. The evil Wallace. I don't know. I'll come up with something to call them. But basically, their advice. Basically, the council members gave advice to take other cities while he was focusing on that, and we could have. Basically when I saw him standing outside of it. That's the other thing. I shouldn't have even went for it. So when I saw him after I was doing all the damage to it, standing there waiting, not hitting it, I should have known what was coming next. He's got a dirty mentality already, and that's kind of why I'm still having trouble trusting him. That's what that is. You're gonna let me do the work, and then you're just gonna pop in, knowing that you've spent enough money to try to beat me. That's cool. So instead, what I do is I fight him. But what we should have done, and what I meant is instead what we should have done is what they said. So we had enough members join in. We had like 10 or 15 of us almost immediately. Like we were the first ones on the server. We were here to play. It was perfect. It was the perfect drop. I give this team so much credit. Shout out to everybody on the team. You're not going to get shout outs until I start doing my actual video recordings. Unless like while I'm doing these audio overs for the first couple of videos, I can shout you out midway, you know what I mean? But for right now, it's going to be a little bit harder because I fucked up the live stream, guys. I'm sorry. I know we were going to live it from the start, but everything kind of went wrong. You guys got to understand life. I can't live stream everything. I can't. I just can't. There's no way to do it. Some of these have to be videos that I can go to later, but the live streams definitely help me out. And you got to remember, like, live streams make it easier for me. If I do a live stream, guess what I don't have to do? I don't have to put intro on it. I don't have to do anything like that. I just put the video up. It's easier. But yep, so you're just seeing us attack the wall. I don't really need to show you this, I guess, but it does kind of show the difference between this account and a free-to-play. Like how much easier this account has it. Actually, I mean, you already saw me hitting walls, right? So that was what I talked about in the free-to-play. I was like 5 hours behind, so I couldn't hit the early cities. So I wasn't getting that early honor and stuff like that. And this is what you're seeing. And we're going to, I'll go between them. This is going to be cool. This will be really cool. I will do screen recordings and I'll call it the review. It'll be the review playlist, where I go through both videos representing the same concepts, and how long it took and kind of ideas and tell you like really what was the difference. Because even though this account I've wasted a lot already, actually the video is going to end soon. So, yeah, guys, that's just a check-in. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Keep evolving your mentalities, and I'm going to show you how I do that through this series, even though I'm kind of an idiot, but it's okay. It's fun to be an idiot. I don't know. It's human.